Live, and we are live. So the market melt up continues as I predicted it would, and it's going pretty much exactly as I thought it would. I don't think you could be as right or more right than we've been. I mean, yesterday I told you guys AEY most likely was going to go up. Today AEY is up. In December, I told you that Shopify was going to be one of my top plays for January 2020. So far, Shopify is up 30% in 2020. I don't really know what else to say, guys. Now, the reason why the market is melting up today, the supposed reason, and the reason why we're in all-time highs is because there are reports that the cases of the coronavirus have slowed. Now, we have a new name for this coronavirus. It's COVID-19. COVID-19 is the new name for the coronavirus. And there is a report that the coronavirus is slowing. And that could be the reason why the market is melting up. I don't know if that's the fact. I don't know if that's the case, but that is the headline on MarketWatch. If you're looking at MarketWatch, it says stocks trade in record territory as growth of new cases of COVID-19 coronavirus cases slows. That is the headline on MarketWatch. Is it real? Is it true? I don't know. But one thing that is true and one thing is real is that the stock market is definitely melting up. Now, whether the coronavirus is slowing, that's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day on a whole nother title and a whole nother show. But the market is going to continue to melt up because we're in the middle of a market melt up. And when you're in the middle of a market melt up, stocks are going to keep going higher. And I've been telling you guys for months that the stocks will keep going higher, and that's exactly what's happening. There's a reason for it. It's not just because I'm lucky. I'm not just lucky. There's a reason for the market melt up. It's quantitative easing. It's the fact that there's a lot of money in America and all over the world that's flowing into the US markets. There's a whole bunch of reasons why the market's melting up. And then the fact that there's just a lot of really good businesses in America. There is. And if you believe that America as a country is going to continue to grow, then you have to believe that the stock market will continue to grow because those are the companies that are leading the country. They're leading the way as far as growth. They're leading the way as far as revenue. They're leading the way as far as jobs. I believe that will continue. I believe in America as a country will continue to grow. I believe America as the superpower in the world will continue to grow. Look at the S&P 500. It just continues to grow. Look at the Dow Jones. It continues to grow. Look at the NASDAQ. It continues to grow. I believe it will continue. What makes you think it's going to stop? Has anyone been able to make it stop? It's been going up for years. This is why I predicted we'd be in a market melt up, and I've been 100% correct because I just don't see what's going to stop it. What's going to stop this market? And who is going to stop this market? Even the coronavirus, the deadliest virus I have maybe ever seen spreading in my lifetime, couldn't stop this market melt up. I think that shows you the strength of this market. This market is no joke. It's really strong, and I believe it will only get stronger. Companies like Shopify, companies like AEY, I mean, I've been bringing you guys picks like this, it seems like almost every day, so it's almost becoming normal, but it's a lot of hard work that goes into bringing these winners, man. Yo, what's up, Rain? You see AEY today? What'd I tell you about AEY, bro? And thank you for being a member of the Rich TV Live community. It really means a lot, Rain. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And if you guys have any questions or if you guys have anything you want me to look at while we're live, please let me know. I have a really busy day today. I actually just interviewed Max Porterfield, the CEO of Calinex Mines. Take a look at Calinex Mines, and they look good. I just interviewed Max Porterfield, the CEO. I'm going to be interviewing a new company here in about at 11 Pacific. And then around 1:30 Pacific, I will be interviewing Obi Strickler, who has some breaking news, the CEO of Grown Rogue. So really busy day for me today. But in the meantime, in between some of these live streams, in between some of these interviews with CEOs, I am going to try to come live and bring you guys the most breaking news. Rain Benz says, yes, sir, I do like your pick. Aurora Cannabis earnings. Here comes $1 billion loss. I hope not. That's scary. Brett says RTI 3-year deal with Shoppers. Yeah, I saw that deal with Radiant Technologies. That looks really, really good. I like Radiant Technologies. And I'm not surprised that they're up today on that news. Why don't you see, says Pura CV could be a sleeper about to rise up, and are they still on your radar? I think everything's on my radar. I look at everything every day. Obviously, we're talking about the markets and we want to become a major player in the stock market. So we need to look at the markets every day and look at the overall markets and look at everything that exists in the markets. I think the key to our success is diversify. I think those that have diversified are already winning in 2020. Clearly, we've been calling so many winners. And as I predicted, the cannabis sector has just been down. It's been slow. So the cannabis sector has been disappointing, but overall the markets continue to melt up, and I believe they will continue to melt up. And I believe this is just the start of a unbelievable year in the markets, where we've already had 2 unbelievable months to start the year, and I believe this will continue. I really do. I truly believe this will continue. Thank you guys for the 7 likes. I appreciate you guys. So we're bringing you winners. We've been doing it for 3 years. We're going to continue to bring you winners. We've talked about crypto. We've talked about cannabis stocks. We've talked about the overall markets. We've talked about mining stocks. We've talked about drone stocks. We've talked about every single possible type of stock, and we're going to continue to. Thank you guys for the 11 likes. 12 likes. Thank you guys for the 12 likes. I appreciate you guys. If there's anything you want me to look at while we're live, please let me know, and I'll take a look at it live. I'm trying to not talk too much, trying to save my voice, because I'm doing a lot of CEO interviews right now and I need my voice. So I'm not going to be yelling or screaming or getting too animated today. I'm just going to be very chill and try to save my voice, because I've only done 1 and I still have 2 more interviews. So stay tuned. What else is happening in the news? Anything else you guys want to talk about while we're live? Obviously, AEY having a big day after I told you guys yesterday to watch them. They're up the next day. I mean, pretty good call, I think. And Shopify, which I brought you guys in December, told you was one of my top picks for January 2020 and beyond. And Shopify isn't disappointing. They are just screaming, which I'm not really surprised with, because they are a global powerhouse. What else is popping, people? Anything else popping? Anything else you want to talk about while we're live? Or should I say goodbye? If you guys have nothing else you want to talk about, then I'll just have to go. Cindy Champion says, let's show Rich we like the site. Smash the like button. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the likes. OWCP. Let's take a look at OWCP. Wow, Shop is up 11.58% at $731. Wow. What an absolute giant. Shop has been an absolute giant. Unbelievable. OWCP. Let's take a look at OWCP. OWC Pharmaceutical Research Corp. At 4.5 cents, 4.7, up 2%. This is a penny stock. Some people really like it. It could be okay, but I put it in the category of very risky. So if you do buy this stock, just beware that you're buying something that is really risky, in my opinion. BB King says, ever see cannabis legalized by feds, and will it make profit difference? I do see America legalizing it. Do I think it's going to make a profit difference? It could, but I think the biggest difference in America is going to be the Safe Banking Act, having banks be able to actually invest in like Nokia. Yes, as a 5G stock, I think Nokia is positioned. I brought you guys another 5G stock today, AEY, which is up. It's just what we do. And I feel like Nokia, Ericsson, and some other 5G stocks are going to really benefit from the explosion of 5G. Rain Band says, any oil stocks to buy? I can't think of any oil stocks off the top of my head. I'd have to research them and bring it to you specifically. Because oil has been going down, so it's a tough one. Ben asks, any thought on UNT? A really beaten down oil and gas company has been doing a lot of expansion. You know what? I'd have to look into UNT more, but thank you for the pick. I'll definitely look into it and give you my opinion. What else, guys? Is there anything else you want me to look at while we are live? I'm literally in between CEO interviews. Just want to go live. Talk about the fact that the market continues to melt up as I predicted it would. Dow Jones up huge right now, like massive. 220 basis points. S&P 500 up 18 basis points. NASDAQ up 77 basis points. Global Dow up 38 basis points. Gold is up 1.1 basis points at $1,571. And oil is up 1.38 basis points. So everything is green on Market Watch. What else can you say? Everything is green. I mean, don't get better than that. James Finkley says, Rich, look into AIM. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about AIM lately. I will definitely look into it further. Thank you very much. And thank you guys for the 17 likes. What do I think about Luckin Coffee? I like them. I've been told about them by many members, and they've just been going higher. So I'm a big fan of Luckin Coffee, and I believe it will continue. Why don't you see says, can you see where you think Pura may be heading now? Arnold is backing one of their CBD drinks. I think the whole cannabis sector right now is very risky. Where is it heading now? I have no idea. You know, these companies are going to go up based on revenue. They're going to go down based on lack of revenue. They're going to go up based on performance. It's going to go down based on lack of performance. There's so many reasons and factors that are going to determine where stock is going to go. This is why I've been moving into the big boards and into the broader markets, because I feel like it's a lot easier to predict where these stocks are going to go based on earnings, based on historical patterns, based on future trends. Whereas the cannabis sector, the entire sector is down. So even if companies have good news, even if they get a license, even if they have revenue growth, they're still not going up right now. So I think it becomes really, really difficult to determine where anything's going to go in the cannabis sector right now. Nathan says Virgin Galactic. I love Virgin Galactic, SPCE. Richard Branson, I think he very rich, very successful man, wants to give people an opportunity to fly into outer space. I know that Kevin O'Leary bought a ticket to go to outer space for 250 grand. I think that's the future. I think stocks that are bringing you something new, that are changing the world, are the future. And I think that that's clear. I mean, look at Google, look at Amazon, look at Shopify, look at Facebook. Companies that have changed the world. Look at Tesla. Companies that have changed the world have been hugely successful. I believe that that trend will continue. I don't see how it stops. We're living in 2020 in a world where things are changing so fast. And you got to change with it. If you don't change, you become a dinosaur, you become extinct. If you change and you adapt to a very fast changing world, you can excel. James Fickley says, I am up almost 100% in 2 days on AIM. Great work. I'm really happy for you, my friend. Cindy says, thanks for everything you do on your site, Rich. You look snazzy. Smash the like button. I appreciate you. Trying to look sharp for the people, Trying to look sharp for the people, Got my initials, right? It's the way we roll, right? Got to look sharp. Got to act as if. You want to be a CEO, you got to act like a CEO. You want to be a CEO, you got to look like a CEO. You want to be a CEO, you got to dress like a CEO. You want to interview CEOs, you got to look as good, if not better than those CEOs. Dale says, do you think ACB will post good numbers? No, I don't. I'm actually kind of scared, to see the numbers that ACB will post, but I hope I'm wrong. As a shareholder, I really hope I'm wrong. Native says, it seems to me almost insane to invest in a buy-in market that is not for you to determine. Stay away and buy cheap soon. Interesting advice. Thank you for sharing. Nathan says SPCE up 70% in the last month. I've been telling you guys SPCE is on fire. I had people telling me they were shorting it, and I told them why. And they said that there were YouTubers saying that it was going to go down. And I'm like, what YouTubers? Clearly, they don't know what they're talking about. Why would you listen to them? And SPCE has been going higher. So clearly, I was right. Native says, I'm not sure, but I had Tesla around 270. I will not touch it above 400. Did you sell? I hope you sold when it went to almost 1,000. James Finkley says, I see you, Rich, all that sauce dripping off of you. Yeah, man, we just, living large and in charge, man. You know what I mean? What are we here to do? Life's too short. We're not going to enjoy it. Of course we are. I'm Mr. Incognito. I sit in the dark and bring you guys winners. It's just what I do. I'm the man in the dark bringing you winners. I don't talk about the winners after they explode. I talk about winners before they explode. I mean, it's just what I do. I brought you guys AEY before it went up today. I brought you guys Shopify before it went up 30% this month and last month. I brought you guys Tesla way before it exploded. I brought you guys Apple way before it exploded. I've been talking about a market melt up for months. What's the market doing? It's melting up. Just sitting here in incognito, guys, in the dark, man. Trying to shed some light in the dark for the people. That's all I can do. I like to sit in the shadows. I like to be in the darkness. I like to be doubted. I like when people talk me down. I like when people think, that I'm going to fail. I love to prove them wrong. I live for that, actually. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters to me is that our community is winning. Nothing else really matters. Whether I'm wearing a suit or I'm wearing track pants, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that we're winning. Tom says, we already know the numbers for ACB are bad. They already released all that information. Guidance moving forward is what to look for. Yeah, let's get, through these numbers tomorrow, get it over with, and move forward. Because I'm expecting anywhere from 62 million to 66 million, which they reported in revenue, which is a huge drop down from what we anticipate and what we were expecting. So I'm not expecting it to be good. Nathan says, I am up 100% on Baby, bought in around 25 cents. Who brought you Baby, Nathan? Who interviewed Baby first? Pretty sure that was me, right? Just saying. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I just want to know if you heard about Baby from me first. Because I like to bring you guys picks first before they skyrocket. And I don't care if it's pink sheets, penny stocks, TSX Venture, CSE stocks, Amex stocks, NASDAQ stocks, New York Stock Exchange, OTCQB, OTCQX. I really don't care what it is. I just want to bring you the winners. Michelle says, Mr. Incognito, I like it. I'm Mr. Incognito, man. I don't even have a profile photo on YouTube. What do I need a profile photo for? I just got a blue head. I'm good with that. I don't need a profile photo. I don't need the clout. I just want to win, and I want freedom, and I want a community to win, and I want a community to have freedom. That's what motivates me more than anything. And I know we haven't got it yet, but we're working towards it, and we'll get there. I truly believe we're going to get there. As a community, I believe we're getting better every day. And I can see it in the picks that we talk about, in the picks that people are buying, in the way that we do our research. If it wasn't for the cannabis sector, we'd be so far ahead. Cannabis sector robbed us. Let's be straight. Let's be real about it. But it's okay. We'll recover. Rocky got knocked down too, and he got right back up. And we've been knocked down, and we'll get back up. But yeah, we got robbed by the cannabis sector. There's no doubt about it. Nathan says, you did, Rich. Thank you, Rich. Hey, man, I'm glad that I was able to bring you baby before anybody else, Nathan. I'm glad that you won and you made 100% on your money. That's what this is about, guys. When I go live, it's live so that we can find the next winner so we can make money. Really, that's the number one reason why I do this, is so that we can win and we can make money and we can talk about the biggest news. Cindy, I appreciate you. James Finkley says, you did, bro. Talk to him, Rich. Thank you, James. Rain Band says, guys and gals, what do you all think of GameStop, GME stock? Love it when you guys are sharing picks. Love it. And I love gaming stocks. Michelle Clark says, winning and freedom. That is good language. That's the only language that I want. That's the only conversation I want to engage in. Winning and creating freedom and happiness. We can throw happiness in there too. Stephen Lee says, thoughts on Brookfield Property Partners, BPY. I like Brookfield Property Management. Brookfield Property Partners. I'd have to look into them further. James Finkley says, RV, LV, and CCL. Thank you for sharing your picks, bro. Native says, everything is going fast. You are right, Rich. That is why I am around and all over Ethereum these days. Hey, man, ETCG, brother. And GBTC. I told you guys about GBTC first. I told you about GBTC first, man. It's just what I do. It's just what I do. This is, you guys got your initials on your cufflinks? It's RD right here, man. RD. I got my names in my suits and I got my initials on my shirts, man. It's just the way I roll, man. That's just kind of how I do it. But I'm incognito, though. I just got a blue head. Just a blue little circle on YouTube. Native says, anonymity is excellence. John Snag, thank you for being a member of the community, John, says, Uber going to be the beast. I agree. Uber's changing the world, man. Look for stocks that are changing the world. It's pretty simple in investing. Look for stocks that are changing the world. Look for companies that are making money. It's pretty simple. If you invest in companies that don't make money, you're always taking a risk. It's that simple. We all know this. We invested in the cannabis sector, a bunch of companies that weren't making any money, and we took a big risk and we got burned. Linda says, I managed to average down yesterday from 247 to 202 because did some day trading. I hope you win. Stephen Lee says, price prediction on BTC by the end of the year. I told you guys Bitcoin would be halving at 6,000 and they're now at 10,000. I told you guys GBTC was the number one Bitcoin stock when they were at $8. Today they're at 13. I've been an advocate of Bitcoin since 2017. I've liked them since day one. I use Bitcoin. I get paid in Bitcoin. I love Bitcoin. So where do I think Bitcoin finishes 2020? I just think that they're going to find a floor around 13 to 14,000, which is what I predicted around 6,500 when I told you that they were a buy. Why? Because Bitcoin was halving, which means that the amount of coins they can mine was going to be cut in half, which means the miners can only make half of what they used to make. So in order for the miners to consistently mine Bitcoin and make it profitable, my brain was thinking it had to double in price. So at the time it was like 6,500. I was thinking it would have to go to at least 13,000. Right now we're at 10,000. I think Bitcoin goes to at least 13, 14,000, but I would not be surprised to see them go higher. But I think it'll go to at least 13, 14,000. Native says GBTC is a great pick. Thank you, Rich. Look at ETCG. That's the Ethereum Grayscale stock for Ethereum Classic. And they've also been doing well. So when Bitcoin goes up, GBTC goes up, and ETCG typically goes up. When Ethereum goes up, or James Finkley says, what do you use it on, Rich? Well, I have an account with Bitcoin. I can use it to buy other coins. I can do a lot of things with my Bitcoin. Happy services in their right mind. People are rude, especially in inner city. Thank you for your feedback. Stephen Lee says, I need 15K to break even. I believe we'll see 15K in 2020. I'm not sure if we will stay there, but I believe we will see it. Linda K says, thank you, Rich. Love your outfit. Hey, man, you know what? Even Clark Kent, he looks like a normal guy, wears a suit, and then, he puts on his Superman cape. I'm usually a normal guy, just dressed in normal gear. But when I put on my suit, that's my Superman cape. Rain Band says, we all wanted to lose weight, make more money, and travel more this 2020. Yeah. I don't know about losing weight. I'm good with that, but make more money and travel, hell yeah. That's for sure. I have a great haircut. I need a haircut, actually. These chops are getting thick. So yeah, I'm actually going to get a haircut here in a couple days. Just been super busy. I haven't had an opportunity to. Thank you guys for the 29 likes, and thank you guys for joining me here. The market is continuously melting up. We are in the middle of a market melt up, and it's just nice to see that we've been winning and been calling these winners consistently for months now. And ever since we diversified and got out of just cannabis stocks, we've been doing extremely well. AEY is a great example, guys, a 5G stock. I brought it to you yesterday before anybody else on the planet. And look, AEY is up 8.5%. NASDAQ stock, 5G stock, up 8.5%. I did 2 videos last night, late night, bringing it to you guys first. Just saying, man. Just saying. Not trying to toot my own horn. Just stating the facts, man. All I'm doing is stating the facts. Not trying to prove anything. Not trying to toot my own horn. Just stating the facts. Brought you AEY yesterday. No one's ever talked about AEY before. Brought you AEY yesterday. 2 videos. And it's up 8.5%. What else can I say? SNICP says, what's up, Rich? Go Sixers. Yeah, Sixers had a big win yesterday. I was watching that game. Big win. Against the Clippers. Pete Ferraro says, Rich TV, welcome to Rich TV. Linda says, yes, travel here. I come New Orleans. I'd love to go to New Orleans. All right, guys. I'm going to run. This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'm out. Peace. I got another interview to do, so I'll be back later. Peace. Thank you guys for watching.